I love poetry because I think it's a great way to get all these beautiful words on paper to just describe life in different ways and emotions in a way that not most things can't do.
Well, I think poetry has such a unique ability to bridge divides between space and time and really connect emotions and highlight these similarities that aren't really brought up in other mediums. For example, one of my selections is this poem from a 19th century monk. And when I first looked at it, I was like, what in the world do I have in common with this 19th century monk? And then I read it and dang, I have a lot in common with this 19th century monk. And it's just so special and unique in that way to me personally, I guess.
I think what originally got me interested in it was kind of the ability to express complex ideas in an interesting and at least sometimes easy to understand format. And I just found that really intriguing.
Through this experience, I've kind of formed a really close bond with poetry, working through my poems, like learning how to memorize them, learning like the most authentic recitation of each of my poems all these years. And I guess, again, through that, I've really learned to love it and really learned to appreciate the beauty of it.
The main thing that I like about poetry is that it really allows me to do a lot of different things with my voice. Like I aspire to be a voice actor. So being given the opportunity to actually put that into action and to be able to manipulate my voice in ways that I wouldn't usually get to is a lot of fun.
I view speech as a very powerful tool. I know there's this saying that sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. But I've never agreed with that. I've always thought that words can hurt you even more than physical damage. And so with that, poetry is a way for me to impact people with different stories or ideas, but in a positive way.
I think that poetry is a kind of a way to look at the world with a different perspective. For instance, one of the poems I did examines the mutilated world, but it also looks at the beauty of the mutilated world and asks us to find the beauty. And I thought that was especially prevalent now since we're in the coronavirus pandemic and we are in a mutilated world, to try to look at the world with a different perspective.
I like that it's up to my interpretation. Two people could see one piece of poetry completely differently. And I think that's honestly amazing and kind of scary, but in a cool way. And I also like about speaking poetry is that I can become a whole different person when I do it and then just go back to being me like it's nothing. So that's what I'd say.